Hey Seahawks, this week we're excited to bring you the most anticipated episode of the semester. You guessed it, this week's topic is ants. You've probably seen these little guys under your feet and on your lunch, but how much do you actually know about them? Well, I'm here to help you out. I'm your host, Maddie Peterson, and you're watching Geographic. Ants, they're everywhere, quite literally. With 10,000 species worldwide, including the 178 that live right here in North Carolina, it is easy to spot them. In fact, there are so many ants on Earth that if you combine the weight of every single ant on the planet, it will be equal to the weight of all humans. Ants belong to the taxonomic family Formicidae, but on a larger scale, ants are insects. We all think we know what this means, but to be an insect, you have to have a segmented body with a head, abdomen, thorax, 6 legs, and antennae. Ants fit all of these requirements, but what makes them different from other insects? The secret to the ant's success is not its physical structure, but instead the species' social nature. Ants live in communities with complex and vast networks organized by the ant's social hierarchy. It is truly a woman's world inside an ant nest, as one female ant runs the entire colony, commonly referred to as the queen ant. The queen bee ain't got nothing on the queen ant. The queen is the only female who can reproduce, and she spends her life laying eggs. The other female ants in the colony function as worker ants and sometimes soldiers when the nest needs defense. Male ants have a much less glamorous role. They often will only reproduce with the queen and then die shortly after. Talk about an unfortunate one-night stand. The queen ants and males only leave the nest during relocation, so the ants that you see walking around are the worker ants. Their job is not only to build the nest, but also to collect food. To find food, ants will send one worker out to search for a potential food source. When one is found, the lone worker will return to get reinforcements. This crowd has to find the source again, but how exactly do they find it? It is not because workers have a super memory, but instead due to an invisible substance called pheromones. Pheromones are chemical signals that ants use to create trails. This is why you often see ants walking in lines. Each ant is following the pheromone trail, not playing follow the leader. You may be asking yourself, we often treat ants as pests, so why are these guys so important? For being so small, ants play a huge role in their ecosystem. The tunnels they create underground act as paths for air to follow so it can reach plant roots embedded deep in the soil. Ants also act as dispersal agents. When they carry seeds, they are helping the plant's offspring to settle in new areas. They are also food for many other animals in their ecosystem, including the ever so famous aardvark. Well, Seahawks, I hope you learned something about the antics of our good friends, the ants. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for a celebration of Yuri's Night. I'm Maddie Peterson, and this has been Geographic. Stay classy, UNCW.